Hi, I'm Isaac Caldwell Way, and I'm here to share with you how I got 1,000 views on my very first blog post. Now, as a disclaimer, I am not an experienced blogger. Obviously, as my title suggests, I've had one blog post. That means I cannot be an expert at it. It's something I'm still learning. But the point more so of this video is to share with you that an inexperienced person can come into blogging and write about anything they know about, and can possibly find success in doing it. For me, I got 1,000 views on my first post ever, which I was expecting like 0 to 10 views. So it was a big success for me. I'm not saying that like, oh, I got 1,000 views. It's like it's a fucking great thing. Obviously, it doesn't really mean anything by itself until something comes of it. But it was a personal victory for me. This video is not going to guarantee that you get 1,000 views on your video, but it will prove to you that you can come in and blog and find success in it with no experience. I did it. You can do it if you really want to do it. I didn't do anything that you can't do right now if you really wanted to do it. Everything in this video that I said I did to make this successful blog post can be done by anybody at any time if they have the desire. So that's the point. So I'm just going to start off with why I started a blog personally. So I am not blogging for fun, really. I'm doing it because I want to market myself online and market my skills online. Specifically, I'm a software engineer, developer, programmer. So I make code, create applications, and I'm just trying to get my name out there to hopefully find work in the future with it. And the reason I think that's the way I'm going is because there's a lot of advice on the internet for freelance programmers and things like that, and a blog seems to be one of the best ways to do that. So that's why I'm starting a blog. So what I wrote about was programming, obviously, fixed into my goals for the blog. I just wrote an article just saying some of my views on coding efficiently. When you come up with an article, it doesn't need to be like this perfect idea that you put together well. Well, you want to put it together well, but it doesn't need to be like the idea. It doesn't need to be your best work. It just doesn't need to be like that great. You just need to, like, the important part is actually going and putting it out there and getting experience doing that. Because after just doing it, even if it's not successful, is a huge step forward. Because that's the part most people don't get by. So when you write, just pick an idea. Just pick the best idea you can think of right now and just write it and extrapolate it. Create an article out of it. That's what I do with this. I just sat down. I wrote about my opinions on some stuff about coding, and that's it. That's the entire thing. That's all I did, was just put my opinion out there. I didn't do research for this article. It's just based on things I've learned over the years about programming. So let me talk about the actual stuff on the internet I did that led to the success of my blog post. All right. So first thing I did, I created a personal website. You don't have to do this to create a blog at all. I wouldn't even recommend doing this unless you have a reason to do it. But I created a personal website where I have my blog posts, and then I wrote the blog post there and imported it into Medium. If you don't know what Medium is, it's like the biggest blogging website right now. It's where everybody goes to read blog posts. So if you're doing blogging, Medium, put yourself on Medium, import it to Medium. You don't even have to write the original story in Medium. You can link it back to your other sites or whatever, but use Medium. But putting it on Medium allowed me to just have a place to send people to view the article easily. And the way Medium works is you can just make an account, sign up, write your article, post it, it's up, and that's all you have to do. So aside from that, I went to some Reddit communities, some subreddits, and I linked my article there. I linked it in the programming, r/programming, r/coding, and that actually is where the bulk of my traffic came from, was the Reddit post. So let me just say something about Reddit. Reddit does not like it. It's against their rules, their etiquette, whatever, that people go to their site just to put up links without actually being part of the community. So like just going in and creating an account and advertising right off the rip, that is frowned upon by Reddit. I didn't do that in this case because I have a Reddit account and I was active in these subreddits before I got there, and then I posted it. So I technically am good. I'm just going to go ahead and say that's what Reddit does. I don't personally worry too much about like what the internet rules are, because there's so many rules on the internet. People are changing them all the time. You're just not going to keep up with them all, and what's the point of keeping up with them all, right? Because like if I'd listened to these rules more, I may have done, like if I'd have taken them as like, oh, I can't post this stuff on Reddit, then I would have never got nearly the views and had the success. So like if I broke the rules, okay, but that's what made me successful though. So like, anyways, so now we're just gonna look at some of the numbers. So I'm gonna just run y'all through the numbers real quick, graphs for my viewership, and explain those a little bit. So I released this blog post on Wednesday, which is October 23rd, or 24th, I guess. Got 470 views like that night. So I released it at like 5 o'clock, and it got like that many views. So when I did that, I put it on Reddit, and that's it. I put it on Medium, I put it on Reddit, and the views started coming in. So at first I got 10 Medium referrals, everything else is external referrals. In the external referrals, here we have the email, IM, and direct. And email, IM, and direct referrals refer to referrals that we don't actually know the source of. So I assume that these are all coming from different Reddit apps, because I just don't know where else they would have been coming from. So all in all, I got over 1,000 views just from Reddit alone right here. I got a bunch of views from just like random websites. I don't even know how those even got there, but I got those. As you can see, there's this huge dip on the third day, and I believe that's because I didn't create new Reddit links or anything, and the old Reddit link was now not being shown to people because it was old enough and didn't have enough upvotes to be seen there. So I get this huge dip, and I am now no longer getting as many external referrals, and I'm attributing that to less Reddit redirects. But here you can see this distributed by curators guy, and that's meaning that someone at Medium, one of their curators, selected my article to be viewed on their app and things like that, if I understand correctly. So I get an increase in Medium referrals for this day, a pretty big increase, and that's because it was distributed by curators there. And so far today it's gone down, but that's just because we're not all the way through the day yet. I think it'll end up ending up higher. And as you can see, the external referrals also received a boost here. We had 90 yesterday. We already have 150 today. That's already a huge increase. And that comes from the fact that I got home last night. I was a little slightly inebriated, and I decided, I guess I just wanted more views on my post, and I was like, oh, I'm going to go back onto Reddit and link it again. So I created another post and linked it again, and as you can see, the external referrals go back up. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, there's really not that much to it. The whole point is there's not that much to it. You just do it. You just go, you write it, you put it up, you link it, and you see what happens. If you're thinking about making a blog and you want to do it, you just got to. You just got to go and for it. So anyways, if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. And if you have any videos you want to see from me specifically, that'd be awesome. If you just told me like what kind of video you want me to make, good, because I'm not 100% sure what this channel is going to be totally about yet, and that would help me out a lot. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.